My favorite dating sim.
I never. Why would it be a dating sim?
Because that's the funniest thing to call it.
I never did quite do a full playthrough on this on stream, and like the before times, I streamed it a bunch, and then I ended up kind of like beating it off stream.
Yeah.
So I guess I should change the category.
Yeah.
So people are gonna be like, "Hey, where's Quake?" Da-da-da-dum. All right, because I like the save didn't transfer over, so I don't have the unlocks. That's okay though, because it's like, I gotta warm up anyway. I haven't played this in a while, so I'm probably gonna suck just a bit.
I had that like earlier today when I was playing some FF14. I went in to do an expert roulette and was immediately just like, oh god, I hope I remember how to play because I have just been doing nothing but FF16.
Yeah. You want to bounce off a lot of guys without falling to the ground to get more points. I don't remember if the laser's good. I think it is.
I'm kind of wondering, like, because we've had people be like, oh, you should stream FF16, and we're both like, no, we want to enjoy that on our own.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should stream New Game Plus.
Perhaps. Knife and fork. Always get knife and fork if you get it.
Or if I'm just gonna be like too fucking impatient when I beat the game to just be like, yeah, no, not streaming this. I don't want to have to wait. Oh god, what a good game though. Holy shit.
Shit. It was precisely the guy I didn't want to hit. Ah! See, this is what happens. But that's okay, that was just a warm-up. Actually kind of mad that, like, I got knife and fork immediately, because that means statistically, I am not going to see that again for a while. What knife and fork does is it lets you regain health by killing dudes, and getting health back is hard, so,
Ah, I see this game endorses cannibalism.
I mean, I'm not the same species as any of these things, so... I think it just endorses being a carnivore, or perhaps a plasmavore, because you fight ghosts.
Ghosts!
Yeah. See, that's what you want to do. Except even better.
Man, I'm just thinking about video games now and how ugly the end of this year is going to be when it comes to people picking Game of the Year. Because, FF16, Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2, the RE4 remake is this year too, right?
Maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, like... There's gonna be some friendships ending at the end of this year.
I mean, if you take it that seriously, that's your own fault.
Yeah.
See, if you get enough points here, you can, like, buy, like, HP upgrades and shit. So that's definitely useful to have, because, this game is not really very long, but, like, it's got a whole roguelike system, so you're just supposed to, like, keep doing it, and just, like, getting more and more stuff. I don't remember what this does.
So, you would, live, die, repeat?
Yeah. Yeah, we would.
I don't know why that movie keeps coming up.
I don't know, maybe you secretly want to watch it.
I heard it was actually really good. Like, there's been a couple Tom Cruise movies that, like, I never saw, but I heard were, like, really good, like that, and I think it was called, like, Oblivion.
These are both good options. I'm gonna go with this.
I wonder when would be a good time, because we've talked about doing like another fighting game stream.
Yeah.
I wonder when a good time to do that would be.
Just like scrub versus matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be any time, really. Like this is what I kind of wish that, you know, I could like stream as like a main thing in my life, kind of.
Yeah.
Then I could just be like, oh, you know, we're streaming like 5 days a week or something, and then we, you know, just do special shit.
It would be fun, but it would also require us spending money on like PlayStation Network or something to like be able to like fight viewers.
Oh yeah, I thought we were just gonna fight each other.
Yeah, no, that's the idea, but it would be fun like eventually to like, you know, play a bunch of people.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I mean, I wouldn't mind that if we like knew for certain, like, oh, people are gonna do this.
Yeah. You know, like viewers could come in and we could play Soul Calibur, and you know, you too could get your ass kicked by Rosie in Soul Calibur.
I wanted to see what Eve did to the title. Ask not for whom the well rose. You are genius. I love you.
Now, if you say it on stream, honey, you're gonna make her blush.
Oh no, how horrible. Alright, the fucking ghosts.
Ghosts!
They take a lot of hits, and they just kind of show up like that, so... Oh, I guess they only take more hits if you're shooting.
I want to know, like, what kind of fucked up place has a well like this? Like, can people get your water from here? Jesus.
I mean, maybe it's like a disused well, because they were like, shit, there's ghosts in here.
Yeah, we were getting water, and then we realized there was hell down there.
Don't worry about it. Happens to the best of us.
I heard they had hell on Mars. How did Mars get in our well? Huh?
I am a well genius. Oh, shit. Ah! No, 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 no. We don't like any of that. Ah, fuck. This is already becoming a precarious situation.
Yay!
See, I'm taking it easy with the combos right now because A, there's a chance I'll just like die by falling down. And also, you know, I want to eat more corpses so that I have a chance of healing.
You heard it here first, folks. Rosie consumes the flesh of her fallen foes.
I mean, I'm just being efficient, really. I'm an environmentalist.
Are we gonna leave it for the crows?
Fuck those guys! Ah, what? I hit that at a weird angle or something. So whenever you go into these little alcoves, time freezes, as you can see, but it also means that, like, you know, you can safely go down there without losing your combo.
You know, that just gave me an idea.
Yeah?
You should stream super hot.
Oh yeah!
Super hot. Super hot. Super hot.
Dude, the HP max would be really good, but it's always, like, expensive.
Yeah.
And whenever it pops up, I seem to not be in a good place.
How's everybody doing with the 4th of July? You guys got that off?
Dang it!
If you know, live in America. I have Monday and Tuesday off, which is really nice. So naturally, I also decided to take tomorrow off because I'm like, 5 days off? I like that. Also, I like having like 2 short weeks instead of 1. I actually also took last Friday off to play FF16. It just worked out that I now have 3 short weeks in a row, which is going to be really, really shitty when I finally have to do a normal length week again, because then I'm just going to be like, oh my god, this is never ending, holy shit.
God, I've been confused this whole time because, like, I'm glad the game's out. It's also fucking with my work week so hard.
FF16 eats time. It is the chronovore. Like, you'll be like, oh yeah, I'll play a little bit of 3 hours passed. What? How? God, it's so good though. The boss fights are amazing. I really love Titan, hands down. Really good fight. Somebody will get that.
I wasn't listening, sorry, what?
Said that, I said that hands down Titan was a really good fight. Well, what's really fun with both, like, Rosie and I playing it, which doesn't normally happen with games, like, normally it's just one of us or the other. At least in, like, the same time frame. It's really interesting for me to see, like, what parts she breezes through and what parts I struggle with.
You're such differently skilled gamers.
Yeah, like, there are, like, some, you know, like, minor bosses that show up and give me a bitch of a time, and then Rosie, like, just beats the shit out of them, doesn't break a sweat. And then there's, like, some bosses that give Rosie a hell of a time, and then, like, just...
Oh, wait, I'm still alive. Oh. What happened there? I thought it was dead already. Anyway, you were saying?
There's some bosses that give Rosie a hell of a time that I can just, like, blow right through. And Titan was one of them. Like, Titan, according to her, I wasn't there for it, was really hard, and, like, I did not struggle with Titan. I could see most of his tells pretty easily. I wonder how much of that is because I've played FF14, and some of his attacks are just straight out of that game. Like,
yeah,
he does
also,
landslide,
like, you know,
weight of the land.
Since I did it first, I warned you about some stuff,
Yeah.
so I'm sure that influenced you in some way.
Yeah. I'm so excited to fight more things. My god, it's just a blast to play. Also, we have a functioning retro PC now.
Yep, now we do.
Some wonkiness to it, namely, like, we're having trouble putting part of the cover back on.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a thing we have to invest in.
Yeah, the case is like, it's neat but weird.
Yeah.
See, this is one of those things where it's like, if you just risk it by not getting heals, you will have more gems later to, like, maybe buy a better upgrade. But, I often just kind of feel like it's like, okay, I should just be on a good run. I should just be getting good and not getting hit. And then I can, you know, afford the cool shit. So the way I'm not playing well now.
I wonder if I'll find anything I want on the Steam sale, because I don't really play a lot of PC games.
Oh, come on.
Yellow426 says, hey, Rosie, how are you?
Well, I'm having fun, but this game's hard. Oh, I wanted to do style select, but it ate my down. Well... Yeah, the retro PC is it's, you know, a lot of it is doing what I want now. Like I got Windows working properly. It's got USB, so I don't have to like burn disks for random things anymore. And yeah, I don't have like a proper sound card, so like sound in DOS games doesn't work properly. But I found like this little like driver that kind of like emulates that. So I'm using that as a stopgap, but it doesn't. It's got problems. It sounds a little crusty. It doesn't really work on some games, so it's still amazing that it exists.
Yeah. I don't know how we would mess around with the DVD player, which we think is what's keeping us from putting part of the casing back on.
I think I gotta see like what's keeping it like stable in there, like if there's screws or something, and then maybe I can like, you know, reseat it and like have it work.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite thing about PCs now, well, our like modern desktop, even though we can't really like get a good look at it, is I love that the side of the what is the technical term for the big fucking box that is like the actual computer, the tower?
Yeah.
I love the glass that lets you see inside the tower. Like I don't know why that like just I like that. It reminds me maybe of like back when I was younger, Game Boy Color and Nintendo 64. Not that I had a Nintendo 64, but like they made it out of like see-through plastic, and I thought that was just really cool seeing the stuff on the inside. I'm just thinking, wondering what to do.
Dang it. Ball plasma messing me up. You should play this game sometime, it's really fun. I am looking forward to playing Unreal. I've tested it out a bit, and I think I will enjoy it.
We just gotta make sure Sandy Peterson doesn't get to design any levels.
I'm pretty sure he didn't work at Epic at any point, so that works out. We're gonna get some Cliff Bleszinski instead. Shit.
You know, I very, very briefly played some Unreal Tournament at a retro game fair we went to. I wasn't very good.
Oh, you know what I played? Quake. or did I? I don't remember if I actually got to play, because I know at first, like, it was broken. Like, I sat down to play it, and the guy was just like, oh, sorry, this doesn't work right now. I don't know where the sign went. And then they fixed it. That was fun. That was when I met Christina V, and it was just a complete gushing mess. Just could not freaking say anything sensible. How long has the cursor been there?
Well, I know what else you definitely played. The famous Atari game Combat.
Yeah, fuck, man. I'd never held an Atari controller before. These things are ass. How did video games ever become popular with that shit?
Yeah. Like, didn't you play it with a friend of the show, my best friend?
Friend of the show, my best friend.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to say his name out loud.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him when we hang out with him.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's fun. Like,
we'll just call him Jimmy for now.
Jimmy. He's gonna hate that. We call you Jimmy on the stream. The fuck? You come up with something better for me? He's a lot of fun, though. Like, I cannot imagine how unhinged these streams would be if we ever had him sit in on one. Like, Jesus.
I still want Wooly on there.
Yes.
That is my friend Wooly, not Wooly Madden, the fighting game man.
Unless there's something our Wooly hasn't been telling us.
That'd be impressive. I do not think they have much of a physical resemblance.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe they're a master of disguise.
That would require, like, you know, our Wooly would be the real one, and then he would just constantly be wearing a suit that makes him look like the other Wooly. Because they're, you know, one of these is smaller than the other, I'm pretty sure.
It's all that extra floof.
Ah, I see. Donk. I'll just have to train myself to call him Woolrick. Or maybe just Senka. Because he's Sheepy Senka in the chat. So.
Yeah.
I love how the music stopped right there to be like, oh, you messed up.
The power of Floof, says Eve. Yeah, Floof is strong. I mean, of the four of us being, you know, Rosie, Eve, Wooly, and I, Wooly is the only one that does savage raiding in FF. I wouldn't mind trying it one day, but, like...
I don't even like regular raiding.
Well, you've also only done Alexander.
Yeah.
I got it.
I can't make that joke out loud, but I needed to make it somehow.
Yeah, Rosie's only done the Alexander raids, which the farther I get from them, the more I'm just like, I don't know about these. The music remains really awesome, and like I do genuinely think the final fight's pretty cool, but the rest I'm just sort of like, oh yeah, you were still learning how to do this. Conversely, the farther I get away from the Omega raids, though, the more I like them. And then you get the Eden raids that are too gay not to like.
You're just so gay!
No, I was watching, a stream of somebody, of these two guys. It's a channel called Grinding Gear. They're very cool. You should check them out if you like FF. They finished the Eden raids, which ends with these two girls, being, like...
Gay.
Well, yeah, doing a remake of the end of FF8 with, like, Renoa rescuing Squall. Which also causes, like, a gigantic, like, rainbow crystal to explode, like, a beautiful garden around it.
Just in case you didn't get it.
Yeah, to the point where one of them was like, normally when people are telling me, like, headcanon stuff like this, I'm just like, yeah, that's cute, like, you know, it's good that you have that. This is the time, and he's just like, there's no getting around this. Like, there is no other way to read this.
Dang it. This is the thing that happens, like, you can't jump on some enemies, but you're going so fast that you just, like, misread the situation and end up precisely jumping into the one guy you can't. But I do like Boulder style here because it starts you off with more HP, and then, you know, you get one less upgrade slot, but, you know, that stuff is RNG anyway, so it's kind of like, whatever. Oh yeah, don't shoot the skeletons, they get mad.
Eve did the one Savage Omega raid and we'll never go back. Yeah, I think that's... Is it E12? No, E11 that gets you the mounts? Because I need that at some point.
kind of Metroid-y music in this part.
Hmm.
Like early Metroid. Woo!
I do gotta get Rosie and Eve into some extreme fights in FF because I think those are a lot of fun. 12? Oh, fuck. Guess I'm gonna have to do Omega 12 Savage at some point. Yeah, I like the highest level of content in FF I like doing is extreme. It's like just challenging enough, but not also where I'm gonna be like, I need to commit like 2 or 3 nights a week to beat these.
Yeah, that wasn't really very fair. Come on, give me a break here. Can't even stop to eat corpses and shit. There we go. Ah, shit. Whew.
Yay!
Okay, I think we're through the caverns.
Oh yeah, Eve, I did do it unsynced, but like, still.
Okay, yeah, it's the water part. Which feels a little more chill, but is not.
Does this count as a sewer level?
Shit. No, I don't think it really does. Because you don't put shit in here. If your well and your sewer system are the same, you have problems. I died thinking about that. I died thinking about shit water in your mouth.
Oh no, what have I done?
But as you can see, boulder style. Boulder style is how you get further in this game.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you never know if you're gonna get the RNG that you need to, you know, get the health upgrades that you will probably need unless you're a freaking god of reflexes. Which, you know,
yeah.
my reflexes are maybe not that great unless I'm just like. Sometimes when I'm playing a game for long enough, I get into that Ultra Instinct zone where I'm just like, where I'm just like good at Puyo Puyo all of a sudden, you know? Or, you know, when I used to play Unreal Tournament for hours and just like get good, I just like freaking like boom, boom, boom. Especially because I think I mostly played on like an Insta-Jib server, which means, you know, one-hit kills for everything. And that makes that game so great and fast-paced. Like, it's still good with, like, normal weapon damage, but, like, that's good stuff. There's also this fucking Green Hill Zone CTF map.
I do, like, feel some level of jealousy for, like, Rosie being able to play, like, Unreal Tournament when she was younger, because my first experience with, like, you know, playing a lot of other people in a shooter was Call of Duty 4, and I did not care for it.
Is that what they call toggling? I don't know what she's talking about.
Also, yeah, I know you've done extremes, Eve. You haven't done them with me yet. But, honestly, if I could get, like... If I was gonna take you into an extreme, honey, I would probably do Innocence Extreme.
Alright.
Because that's not, like, a super difficult one. As far as extremes go. Which, they definitely made up for that with the Hades Extreme, which is almost like Baby's first ultimate.
Okay, I'm just doing real bad right now. This shit run.
It's because of me. It's because I'm talking about extreme!
No, I wasn't really listening too close. No, but like, I was thinking about what I wanted to say before. Which is like, you know, you might be jealous of that, but like, I'm jealous of like a bunch of childhood stuff you had, so. Grass is always greener on the other side, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
example, your best friend. That's just a lifetime friend you have.
Yeah.
I don't have anything like that where I was just like friends with someone from young. And
We don't hang out nearly as much as we used to, but it's harder when you're not like at school every day, and then after Friday, every Friday we would just walk to my place. He'd be there until like 10 p.m.
Yeah, and that is why like a lot of childhood friendships like kind of evaporate. 'Cause it's like it's not convenient anymore.
Yeah.
But like you do still hang out with him like fairly regularly.
Yeah.
And I don't really like I have that like even before I moved across the sea. That was a problem. Like part of it is just like growing up in a town where everyone wanted to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So like no one really stuck around in the same place.
Should make more of an effort to hang out with him, because it feels like sometimes a couple months can pass before we hang out with him again.
Yeah.
Also, like when he comes over tomorrow, we should make a point to like show off all our cool shit. Like, look at all the nonsense we've collected. We spent $300 on this PlayStation 1 game.
We have never spent $300 on a PlayStation 1 game.
How much do we spend on Lunar 2?
Not 300.
Really? Huh.
It wasn't nearly that much. I'm pretty sure.
Probably in the 200 area.
Yeah, I know it was pricey because we were just like,
holy shit.
We have this,
tax return money.
Yeah, and then we were just like, we're never gonna get this for a good price, so let's just get it for like halfway decent price.
Yeah, we're in a good spot now. We just got a big ass tax return. So yeah, we now own Lunar 2. What was really funny is we were at our retro game store yesterday, and I saw like the nice little hardcover instruction book for Lunar 1's PS1 release. And I was like, oh, Lunar, in my head. And I had just enough time to do that. And then remember, oh no, we already have that. We have all of it.
Yeah, I think that was like the one game where we were like in agreement about spending like a stupid amount on it.
Yeah.
Especially because like we had the first one, and it's not like, copies of either of these games are like rare. It's just that, people sell them for a lot because of the crazy packaging.
Yep.
Because I got other games where I'm just like, I would love to own those. No one is selling them for like a normal human being price. Which is to say, I will show you my tits for a copy of Valkyrie Profile. Anyone in chat? I'm serious. I will.
Holy shit.
And I'm talking like, a US copy in the case and it works, alright? Otherwise it doesn't count.
God, yeah. We actually, yesterday, we got our hands on a cartridge, on a GBA cartridge for Metroid Fusion. For $15.
I mean, you sold stuff.
Yeah,
store credit, so
I brought
really...
in like a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and we got like $38 worth of store credit, so we were able to grab Metroid Fusion for $15.
And then we still ended up spending a lot of money on Nintendo Powers.
Yeah, we also bought a shitload of Nintendo Powers, so we spent like a lot of money anyways.
Yeah, because 2 of them were like, still like freaking sealed, weren't they?
Yeah.
But also, I was thinking, it wasn't that much more expensive than what you pay for a lot of Nintendo Powers online.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is not like I don't care about things being sealed or whatever. I don't even care that much about the posters, because it's not like we'll put them up.
Yeah.
But I was just like, this is not that much more expensive, and they are obviously in mint condition, so I can fuck with this. Eve says toggling is, I think, an FPS term for when you just suddenly switch on and get in the zone. Yeah, I guess I toggle then, on occasion. It'll probably never happen on stream, because I gotta talk. It'd be interesting to do just like a stream where I don't talk, just to see like what the difference in gameplay skill is at that point. Because obviously you still get like self-conscious about performing on stream, but
I know when Calliope Mori started streaming, she was doing Doom Eternal, and there was one stream where she just got, like, quiet. And then at the end of the big combat encounter, I think she just goes, I'm sorry I got like that. I'm like, having played Doom Eternal, I'm like, yeah, no, like, you're either deadly silent or, like,
dying.
Screaming. Like, just, ah! Pretty sure there's been times where I've just been, like, running around in Doom Eternal trying to stay alive and just, like, run a corner, there's an enemy, and I just let out a Jesus Christ! God, Doom Eternal is so good now that I understand how to play it. Holy
We'll put that block
fuck!
in the middle there.
One of the really cool things about our new Nintendo Powers, though, is we got the A Link to the Past issue, which includes a little comic, you know, detailing the events of A Link to the Past. What I really think is cool about this comic is it is drawn by a man by the name of Shotaro Ishinomori. That's the guy who made Kamen Rider, and thus basically, you know, solidified the tokusatsu genre. So, like, that is the guy we have to thank for, you know, Power Rangers happening, pretty much.
Also, Link looks like Kitaro for some reason.
Yeah.
Is that something he made? Did he make Kitaro?
Kotaro?
Gigagin with Kitaro.
Yeah, you're gonna have to spell it for me.
Kitaro.
Okay, Kitaro. I wasn't sure if it was Kitaro or Kotaro.
But I don't know, maybe Shed in the 70s just looked like that, and he's like a 70s manga guy. Or is the first Kitaro anime from like the 60s? I don't even know.
I think it was the 60s. Like, Gigi no Kitaro?
Yeah. It's like gig, because it's like spooky.
Yeah,
like
written by Shigeru Mizuki. I don't think Ishinomori was involved in that. He was involved in a lot, though.
He's got like the fuzzy hair over one eye, so that's why like that Link thing reminded me of it.
Like, what has Ishinomori done?
Skullman.
Skullman, which Kamen Rider was originally going to be an adaptation of. Cyborg 009. Let's see. Robot Detective K, who bizarrely showed up in Shin Kamen Rider. Don't know what was up with that. Yeah, a lot of general, like, tokusatsu-ish stuff. One of which was Inazu Man, which was going to be the final villain of Shin Kamen Rider.
Crummy enemy spawns right now. This is not good.
God, he created Kikaider, like, if it's a tokusatsu thing, he created it. Like, he is also, like, the creator of the original Super Sentai. So, holy shit, this man.
Man, this run went south real suddenly. I guess I was thinking too much about Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Either that, or I really was just getting, like, particularly asshole-ish enemy spawns there. That kind of seemed like it was happening, but... Like, those guys just, like, throw shit at you, and you don't want to, like, really, you know, you don't want to shoot if you can avoid it, so you can stomp instead. And, yeah, it sucks. What just happened? I don't think that guy touched me. How did I die? I need a replay of that. Levitate style. I don't remember what that does. It's floaty. Well, I don't like floaty. So, we're sticking with Boulder. I'd like to stream Toho again sometime, but that's definitely like, you know, I cannot talk. But then again, like, I feel like half the entertainment in streaming Toho is just being like, what the fuck? that was like a decently performing video, the one I did.
Hmm.
It was just like, my first Toho! And I ended up beating on that one on easy mode, but still. It's hard enough. Like, Christ. I guess I'm just not that good at the shoot-em-ups yet. Gotta get good. Because, like, I've seen plenty of people be like, oh, no, Toho is not even, like, that hard. It's just, like, you know, a lot of people who aren't into shoot-em-ups played it, so it got this reputation for being really hard. Okay, that was just me being stupid. Sometimes when you get really far and you die, like the most discouraging thing is hearing those fucking opening notes of the first level music again. The wow wow. Like, yeah, the shoot 'em up I grew up with is Tyrion, which is a good game, but it's also kind of like way easier than a lot of shoot 'em ups, because, like, you know, you get a lot of health, and the way the armor system works is, like, you know, if you get hit a bunch, but then you don't get hit a bunch, you can, like, wait until the armor ship shows up and restore that shit. And you can get all these upgrades to get, like, all sorts of cool guns, and they don't, like, go away when you die or anything like that. So, like, you know, compared to some other genres, like, I guess I didn't really grow up with what, like, the type of shoot 'em up that, you know... I did beat Parodius, but I think, you know, I played the European version, which I think has, like, infinite continues and the Japanese one doesn't or something like that. So it was probably, like, a lot easier for me to, like, you know, grind that, because I didn't have to, like, go back to the beginning if I lost all my lives. I could still be on that stage. But then I, like, played Toho 8 for a bit, because, like, you know, people say, like, Toho 7 and 8 are, like, the easiest ones. And I don't really like the mechanics in Toho 8, so I didn't play it very much. It's kind of like a weird, like, esoteric mechanic. It's like you gotta, like, collect these points, and then if you don't have enough points in this department, then you go to, like, a different route, or the game ends, or some shit like that. It's just like... That seems, like, kind of counterintuitive to what I want out of a game like that. It's like when they make fucking Umihara Kawase games, and I'm like, oh, this is so relaxing. It's making puzzles, fishing, or whatever. And then it's just like, oh yeah, if you, like, take too long, the game just ends. So, like, getting a real ending is, like, actually hard, because you gotta play real fast and good. Not to mention, those games are already tough, so I don't know why they have that reputation for being, like, Yashike or whatever. Very weird. We gotta watch the rest of Oshinoko.
Yeah, we do, especially because it just got confirmed for another season.
Of course it did.
Yep.
If that wasn't gonna happen, I would be just really confused.
Yep. Chivalry Season 2 when?
See, I kind of get it, because that show just got, like, screwed in every possible way.
That fucking property got screwed in every possible way.
Yeah. That happened. I think this is ordinarily where I would just, like, step away for a couple minutes. Have a little drink. You're not really a puzzle game guy, are you?
Not particularly.
I remember you being, like, very, negatively interested in Puyo Puyo whenever I played it.
Yeah, I just think that's something that won't really click with me. I want to be very good at it.
I'd love to stream that sometime. But I don't really have like any modern like Puyo Puyo games because I just got like the really old ones when I was like really getting into game collecting. Like I have the first one on the freaking TurboGrafx CD, and I have the second one on SNES on Super Famicom.
Puyo Puyo might be the perfect thing for you and Sheep to stream.
Yeah, I'll have to get like I don't know which one he has. I know he has one on the Switch. I think it might be like Championship, which didn't have a physical, so I wanted to get Puyo Puyo Tetris instead, but it's not like that. Puyo Puyo Tetris is a pretty genius idea, really, because it's like, well, everyone knows Tetris, so then, you know, they can buy it for the Tetris, and then it's like, oh, now I can also learn how to Puyo Puyo.
It's also genius in that way that makes you go like, how the fuck did nobody do this before?
Well, there's like the rights to Tetris, it's like the Tetris company. Because, you know, originally, like, you know, the rights belonged to, like, the Russian government.
Yeah.
Because it was made in communist Russia. And then, you know, all this shit happened with, like, the international rights, and there was some fucky stuff with that. And they made a movie about it that I still haven't seen.
Yeah, neither have I. We gotta see that at some point.
Yeah, so eventually, you know, when it all got back to the author, and, you know, it was no longer just like, well, you made this, so it's the government's.
Yeah.
He, like, you know, made a company with, like, one of the guys who was involved with, like, the licensing stuff in the West. And that's just the company now. And apparently it's not, like, too hard to, like... I don't know what I did there. That was just, I just, like, almost half deliberately was just like, fuck it. I think it's, like, actually not too hard to, like, get the rights if you're just like, hey, I want to make Tetris. That's why there's a million versions of it. But imagine if it's something like Puyo Puyo Tetris, it'd be more like, you know, something they would want to, like, keep more of an eye on. That's just my speculation, at least. But also, you know, Puyo Puyo is owned by Sega, so is it really a surprise that it took them a long time to figure out what to do with that brand?
Yeah. Good old Sega.
What's weird is the cast from Puyo Puyo, at least the original cast, they are from a series of RPGs called Madomonogatari, Monogatari, which on the rare occasion it gets translated as Sorcery Saga. But Sega doesn't own that, they just own the rights to Puyo Puyo, so they can use those characters, but only in like a Puyo Puyo context, I guess? Definitely getting worse right now. Not doing as well. What was that? What the hell was that situation? It kind of sucks. I'd love to see more Monogatari, but I don't know if the people who own those rights are even still making games at this point.
Yeah.
If this upgrade fucking blows, it's making me, like, bad at the game. Oh shit, I didn't mean to buy that. Fuck. actually, that was the only time that upgrades worked out for me so far. That was a really specific situation, and now I'm just sucking again.
You're fucked.
Looks like you're This is another thing, like being in America and having an American audience. I can't just like stream during the day, so that already like puts a damper on me like doing like longer or crazier streams. Because I love to just, you know, be like, you know what, screw it, I'm playing this now. But then I don't think like basically no one will be able to show up for that.
Nobody in like the normal crowd probably. I feel like, you know, if you wanted to, there you know, really shouldn't be any reason why you can't just fire a stream up and see who shows up.
I suppose so. Alright, I am gonna in fact have a drink right now. So you can actually like go back up and there's like no reason to do this. There's nothing here. It's like, I wanna go back in. It didn't say anything, it was immediately better at it. God damn it. That guy was being a dick. Damn it. Okay. I swear I hit that guy properly. I love fast games. I guess this is not much of a reveal really, but I love fast gameplay. I just love when it's just like just freaking go, just go crazy. I'm not about the slow methodical shit. I can't play charge characters in fighting games. I'm just like I'm like I gotta think like in the now. I can't be like planning out like, oh, I'm gonna like fire off this move in like 3 seconds. No, too long. I'm also not good at fighting games, but you know, if there's that.
Better than I am.
Hit boxes. They box, you hit.
What the fuck is a hitbox?
Forget what this weapon does. Oh, it's that one. Actually, don't like that much, but I have it now. Bounced up into the bird. Shit sucks. Twice? Twice. That's just shitty luck.
I gotta run to the bathroom and grab a drink.
Alright. Alright, could you get me some more water then?
No!
Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow.
Give me a freaking health upgrade already. cringy ass RNG. Also, fuck those skeletons. Finally. Fuck! Oh, that was bad. That was real bad. Ooh, that was really stupid. Oh, I'm boned. I'm still boned. Holy crap, I made it through that, but, I don't think I'm gonna last super long on the water stage now. I don't think that's gonna happen. Jellyfish are messing me up. Oh, come on! You fall really fast considering you're in freaking water, but handstand style. Man, that sucked. That was going pretty well. No upgrades. Cheaper shop items. I mean, I'm not sure that's worth the trade-off, really, but... Sure, there's people who can, like, you know, do the handstand thing and, like, have it work out for them, but if I'm gonna play this without upgrades, I mean, goddamn, I don't think cheaper shop items is gonna be enough for... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Gonna be enough of an incentive there. See, this is why I don't talk. I end up buying things I don't need. that? Why did I do that? Oh, I just completely lost my groove. What the hell? Awful. That's what happens. You get your wires crossed where you're like, you know, you avoid the ghost, but you still think that the next enemy is the ghost, so you end up trying to jump on it. But instead, you jump on the plasma guy and you die. Alright, one more. One more, and then it's like 9 o'clock, so... that seems like a good, you know, time to stop this silliness as well. Great start. What happened there? Okay, you know what? This one doesn't count. We're starting over. That was stupid. I'm sure I hit that properly.
Rosie can speak. Rosie can speak with her mouth. Yay.
I was contemplating whether to mow the lawn while it's still bright out. Smoke seems to have gone down according to my weather stuff. But also, it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm just like, we're in a neighborhood. There's maybe like kids that are getting in bed or something.
Yeah. Ever just live in a neighborhood?
We live in a neighborhood.
Fucking bird! Fuck birds! Fuck birds.
Yeah, fuck Subaru.
Okay, one more.
Yeah,
I think ducks are only honorary birds. like dishonorary birds. I don't know. That doesn't count. You gotta press fucking right instead of down on the menu. I want to end on like at least like a half decent run where I don't do some like tremendously dumb crap.
Got this.
You know, like that. Yeah. Like, I don't want to go down on a freaking bird. To a bird. To a bird. What?
I just read a joke.
Oh, I've done that at times.
It's a very long joke, otherwise I'd go through it on stream unless you want me to do it.
I mean, you can't just laugh and then refuse to share.
Alright. So a priest went to his bishop and asked if he could hear his confession. Of course, the bishop said, and took out his rosary. What do you have to confess? Well, your grace, I used profane language, the priest said, shifting a bit in obvious embarrassment. I understand, the bishop said. And under what circumstances did you use the profanity? Well, your grace, I was playing golf, and I stepped up to the tee on a par 4, and I hit... Fuck! What was probably the best drive of my life, long and straight as an arrow, the priest replied. Well, surely there was no cause to blaspheme then. Well, no. But as it flew down the fairway, it hit an overhead wire and dropped down only 100 yards away. Ah, the bishop said. So that's when you blasphemed. No, your grace? You see, when it hit the ground, a gopher popped up, grabbed the ball, and started running with it towards the woods. Oh, so that's what made you curse. No, your grace? Because just as he was about to get to the woods, a great owl swooped down and grabbed him in his talons and started to fly away. Okay. So that's when you used a profanity. No, sir, you see, as the owl flew off with the gopher dropped the ball from the sky, and it landed on the green and rolled to just 2 feet away from the hole. The bishop looked at the priest searchingly and said, You missed the fucking putt, didn't you? Maybe you just gotta fucking read it for yourself. But it makes me laugh.
That was a whole lot of wind-up for not a whole lot.
I mean, I can tell a better joke. Hopefully better. I think it's better. Alright.
Do it.
So a man walks into a bar.
Uh-huh.
He goes up to a table full of these rowdy guys, and he talks to them.
Yeah.
Then he goes up to the bar, and the bartender's like, Oh, what can I get you? And he says, I'd like to make a bet with you.
Uh-huh.
I bet if you whip a shot glass down the length of the bar, I will be able to piss in it and not get a single drop on your bar. I bet you $100. The bartender's like, okay, I'll take that. So they all get ready. The bartender whips the shot glass down the bar as fast as he possibly can. The guy pees, misses entirely, pisses all over the bar, gets it everywhere. Then afterwards, the guy's happy as can be when he hands the bartender $100. And the bartender says, why would you make that bet? You should have known I was going to, whip it way too fast for you to pee in. And the man says, yeah, it's true I lost $100 to you, but you see those guys at that table? I bet them each $200 that I could pee all over your bar and you'd be happy to see me do it.
I've heard that one before.
My dad taught me that one. I'm very fond of it.
Anyway, I think that's enough for now, so thank you all very much for watching. We will be back on Sunday with Spidey, and then next week, Shantae, Unreal, more Spidey. I kind of thought for a moment we were done with Shantae, so I was like, oh man, we're going to have a new lineup, and that's not true. It's not true. I did not beat Shantae.
Not yet, but we will.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's all uphill from here.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
I mean, doesn't that make it harder? Kind of a weird expression, isn't it?
It's a dad joke. Yeah.
Anyway, I love you all. Don't forget to tell all your friends about Rosie. I know you haven't been doing it, otherwise it'd get exponentially more viewers. Tell your friends about Rosie, or else. Follow me on these things down here.
Worship the Rosie.
Yes.
Subscribe to the Rosie.
Yes. Write hymns about the Rosie.
Hold your friends at gunpoint and make them subscribe to Rosie.
Pray to the Rosie.
Maybe not that one. But force your friends to subscribe.
Yeah. Rosie rolling out. I have good range.
Worship the Rosie at the church of your choice.